bright diamond. And comes to find out, that person who bought the farm didn't die. They bought acres of diamonds. I was that farmer. For those of you who don't know, I'm a librarian. I work out in Woodlawn Library. And it's full of books, full of gold, as I like to say, as well as a couple of friends of mine. I never took full advantage of the library and the treasure within it. Read a few personal development books, kept going and reading more and more books. And now, I'm finished with my own book, and it's called Going North. So each and every one of you today are going to be getting a treat. You're going to be getting a part of that book. And it's one that has helped me to advance myself and become area director in 2 years' time. Now, how many of you have set New Year's resolutions? Raise your hands. Okay, how many of you have actually fulfilled those New Year's resolutions? Congrats, 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 congrats. Okay, we got a core four. We got a square of folks who are overachievers. Let's give them a round of applause. Instead of New Year's resolutions, I set themes for my years. After 2012, my car crashed. I had to be reborn, so 2013 was rebirth. 2014, after being reborn, I had to find a way to think of a theme to go with my new rebirth. Strength, 2014. 2015, I was reborn. I became stronger. And now, I'm in the place where I need to improve myself. A Japanese word known as Kaizen. The art of continuous improvement. Let's start off with first point, rebirth. Now I met you back in 2012, my 21st birthday. That was in September. I got into a car accident. The car crashed. A few months later, I was called in by my supervisor. She said that you need to shape up. I don't know what's going on right now. You've been here for 5 years. I got new people coming in. You got to be the leader that I can point to and say, that's the guy you want right there. If you want a mentor, that guy right there. I was not that guy at that time because of stuff at home, stuff going on mentally. And I came across some books, and I have one of them right here. It's called The 10 Ancient Scrolls for Success by Og Mandino. This book has been around for probably about 50 years and counting. And it features 10 scrolls. And those scrolls help me to guide my days. Such as, I will laugh at the world. In this life of brevity, you need levity. If you can find the humor in almost any situation, you will in turn lighten your day, and in terms brighten someone else's day. On to 2014, strength. Who has a gym membership? All right. Then I won't be thrown out the room today. Now, how many of you have heard of CrossFit? Okay, a few of you. CrossFit is really, really intense. This is where the strength comes in. My martial arts instructor has a 3rd-degree black belt in Taekwondo. I studied under him for 5 years, but he was under someone else at a martial arts school. He wanted to start his own school, his own gym, because he was becoming more passionate about fitness and wellness. Because it's one thing to perform moves, it's another thing to be able to have the cardio and the stamina to keep up in a fight, to perform those moves continuously. I joined up with his gym. But one thing I didn't expect was being able to deadlift over 300 pounds. So a deadlift is basically where you squat down, then you grab the rack, then you lift it up to your knees. This is about 6 months into the summer. I was about at 225 that day. I was like, hey, Chris, I did it. I actually got to 225 pounds. He's like, I'm not surprised. You're a pretty strong guy. You could probably slap on 20 more pounds. 10 minutes later, I go for the final lift, which was 305. Picked it up, went down, slowly got up, held it, then dropped it, and walked off. Being able to lift up twice your weight is a sign of strength. There will be a time in your life where you have to lift up something that may be seemingly 3 times the strength of what you're going through. And there may be a time where you have to improve the methods you have right now. Whether it be spiritual, whether it be financial, physical, all of them great areas to improve in. And Kaizen. At this time, in 2015, I've read about over 250 books. A lot of them on leadership, wealth creation, time management, as well as motivation, and among other things. And this was very, very crucial to this year. Because last year I was at a conference, and I was sharing lists around with certain people. Like, hey, here's a list of books I've read. These are 100 of my favorites. Pick any one you want and see if it helps out. I hand this list to one woman, and she says, where's your book at? And I'm thinking to myself, I almost failed senior high school grammar class. How the heck am I going to write a book? Lo and behold, 10 months later, I have a book that's about to be published in 2 weeks. And that was because this was also a fellow Toastmaster. And she had the leadership quality that every leader should have. And that is to be able to see the wealth within others that they cannot see within themselves. The energy was there. The concepts were there. The action wasn't. So after taking massive action, I decided to keep going. So this is my challenge to each and every one of you. As we are 92 days away from 2017, think of a 1 to 3 word mantra, a theme for your year. Do you need to be reborn? Do you need to reinvent yourself? Do you want to become stronger? Do you want to become slimmer, more lean? Do you need to improve on what you're currently doing at your job, with your family, with your friends? Do you need more time management skills? No matter what that skill is, you can always improve on it. And then take massive action to keep going. So no matter what, add a theme to your year instead of a New Year's resolution. Because if you remember just one word, or repeat it to yourself over and over again, and you base all your actions around that one thing, you will see more results than you've ever seen before. Mr. Toastmaster.